I'm James Spann. This is the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Friday, the 7th day of May. We're getting set for a cooler weekend. Cold front coming in late tonight. What about the chance of rain? Let's discuss some Skycam shots around the network early this morning. There's a look at downtown Clanton, Alabama, down in Chilton County. Be a good weekend to go down there and pick some strawberries. And of course, those peaches are starting to come out nicely. The sky's clear. Up in northwest Alabama, there's a look at downtown Fayette from our Skycam on the network up there. And from Tuscaloosa, that's looking east from the top of the Tuscaloosa County Courthouse. Got a big convective mass up north in advance of the shortwave moving across the northern states, and that will drag a cold front through here after midnight tonight. And we'll be keeping an eye on that. There's the surface chart. You can see a surface boundary north of the state. The air is noticeably cooler behind that boundary. In fact, look at the numbers. Look at all the 20s behind that front, back in the northern Rockies where they've had some snow. And again, we'll catch just the edge of that air mass tomorrow and Sunday. Highs will drop back into the 70s. Watch warning map. Wind advisories for places like Memphis, Little Rock, Louisville, Nashville. A few winter weather advisories up north, including places like Green Bay, Wisconsin, and the UP of Michigan. It can snow in May up there. Look at here. We got a moderate risk of severe weather today from Indianapolis back over to Cleveland and Columbus, Ohio. And by golly, a slight risk all the way from the eastern Great Lakes to east central Texas. And that risk includes Memphis, Jackson, Shreveport, Louisville. And there could be some thunder, but we think those will die out very quickly. And we still think a lot of our folks here won't see rain at all late tonight. There will be a few showers around, but probably not very many. And then tomorrow, there's a slight risk on the Atlantic coast of the Carolinas. And we'll jump out to Monday, which is day 4. A severe weather risk out there across Oklahoma and Kansas. That could be a storm chaser special, as you'll see. There's the QPF chart, and this is suggesting not much, barely enough to measure, 1/100th of an inch for much of the state, with the heavier amounts north and west. And that sounds about right. Let's take a look at modeling. This is the OZGFS at 1 o'clock today. This is at 500 millibars, about 18 to 20,000 feet off the ground. There's the strong shortwave to the north, flat ridge to the south, and down below that, the surface low at midday will be somewhere around south of Chicago. Snow falling over Minnesota today, parts of Wisconsin and northern Michigan, but around here we stay awfully warm. We'll be close to 90 with a good supply of sunshine. We'll go to tonight. This is 1 a.m., just after midnight tonight. Band of showers and storms entering northwest Alabama, trailing that deep surface low that's near Buffalo, New York. And there could be some thunder involved with that, all the way down to east central Texas. And then by midday tomorrow, the front is down in deep south Alabama, and we should become mostly sunny. And notice the cool air advection. Highs only in the 70s tomorrow. Now, wanted to look at the RPM model. This is the high-resolution in-house model. This is at 4 a.m., and that's all it's got. It's got a dying band of isolated showers with just a few drops over northeast Alabama, and that's it. And I think that model probably has a pretty decent handle on it. And we're still going to mention some risk of a shower after midnight tonight, but most of you probably won't get wet, and if you do, you'll sleep through it. And we think the day becomes sunny, breezy, and cooler. Should be a nice day. And Sunday, again, that front is going to try and back up as a warm front. And you know, we've seen some runs that try and spit out a shower, others don't. This one shows just a slight chance over the northern third of the state. And again, for now, we really don't have that mentioned in the formal forecast, but just if rain does develop, it should be very widely spaced. Much of the day Sunday should be dry. And then Monday of next week, a new trough begins to form out west. And again, we've got some evidence that there could be a few showers over the northern third of the state with a warm front that extends from that surface low over eastern Colorado. And again, we might stick that in the forecast, but certainly no big deal. That could be a severe weather day. Again, there's your chaser special for Oklahoma and Kansas and maybe North Texas there. And then Tuesday, that low is forced northeast up toward the Great Lakes, and upper ridge should keep us dry and warm. And Wednesday, the ridge gets even stronger. It's a 588 ridge. Looks like summertime, doesn't it? Down below that, the trailing front from that surface low just can't make it down here because of the ridge. It dies. Thursday, same deal. Very much like summertime. Maybe a few showers just north of here. And a week from today, the ridge holds, keeping the active weather mainly to the north. And look, there could be a shower along the way in there, but certainly nothing significant. And Saturday, May 15th, same deal. A front stalled out just north of here. So next week, could there be a shower a time or two? Yes, but certainly not much rain. Nothing widespread, nothing heavy. Into the forecast on May 22nd. Oh boy, it looks like summertime. Ridge all across the deep south. Westerlies up on the Canadian border. And again, very benign. So as you can see, for the next 15 to 16 days, the weather here looks very, very quiet. No severe weather, no flooding, no tornadoes. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 3:30 or so today. And if you're local to us, we invite you to watch us on television this evening. ABC 3340 in Birmingham at 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.